Ricky Bryan, big news has dropped in the last hour or so thanks to David Riccio from the Daily Telegraph. Now, Zac Lomax has been given permission to leave the Dragons. The Dragons have confirmed that their highest paid player can negotiate with rival clubs, allowing him to exit at the end of the year. Lomax has 2 years remaining on his Dragons contract. Under NRL rules, he's not allowed to negotiate with rival clubs until November 1. Dragons have opted to give permission to Lomax to begin speaking with rival clubs with immediate effect. Dragons will also use the remainder of the season to find a big money replacement. The Eels have made no secret of their interest in securing the $800,000 local junior. I think this is a great move from the Dragons, Brian.
Yeah.
His shares are at their highest.
Absolutely.
Doesn't want to be there.
Doesn't want to be there. And the $800,000, I think the Dragons have got a good deal here.
Yes.
Because the $800,000, and this is, well, they have got some more money now to spend, but to find a big money replacement, that's going to be an issue.
Okay. So for context, I think that Tungor signed for about 800.
Yeah, 750.
Would you be wanting Tungor for 750 or Lomax for 800?
Well,
with the greatest respect to Lomax.
I would be having. There's more upside
in Tungor.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know who I'd be in for?
With that money?
Nelson.
Yes.
Nelson needs a change.
Yep.
Nelson looks like, there was rumours going around he came back a little bit overweight. Maybe Bellamy there next year. Nelson, fresh start.
Yep.
The Nelson effect.
What number's Nelson? Is he about the same?
He did re-sign last year. I think he signed for a 4-year deal, something astronomical, because the Wallabies were after him. Remember that old chestnut?
Yes.
The Wallabies were sniffing around. I would say he'd be around the 800 mark.
So he played for North Sydney. They had the bye, North Sydney on the weekend. But the week prior he played about half the game, ran for about 120 metres. Half of those 120 metres were post-contact. So you can imagine turning up for reserve grade. You're this young bloke. Here's Nelson.
But whether they want him, maybe they want him back. I'm not too sure what sort of player Flano's looking at. But I think, he's come out now. He didn't want to be there. Well, he wants to be there. Doesn't want to play on the wing. That's cut to the chase.
He's more likely to play representative football on the wing.
Yes, whether that's his goal or whether he's got something in his head that he wants a number 3 or number 4 on his back, I don't know. But wingers now are just as important.
More important.
Yeah.
Defensively, centres are huge, right? But the winger, the job of the winger, you look at what Toto's doing, Taruva's doing for Penrith.
You're getting the ball so much.
So much. So there you go. Shane Flanagan had this to say on Zac Lomax, breakfast with Vossi and Brandy.
Zach's been fine. He's been, really good around the club, and you can see by his performances that he's not kicking stone. So, what happens down the track, I've got no idea really. To be honest, I've put my opinion and to the board and the management of the club, and they'll deal with that over the next 6 months. But I'd like to think that Zach's here for 2024. That's for sure.
Top 5 landing spots for Lomax, Brian, next year. Your nomination is what?
Well, no, it's pretty obvious. Parramatta. They've come out and said that we're keen on getting it. But the Chooks, I'm not just saying this because it's Rumour Tuesday, but the Chooks, it's pretty obvious. They'll need some centres. They've got Billy Smith there as the only centre next year. Swali'i's going to rugby union. Joey Manu's going to miss next year.
That's a good comparison, you say, like Billy Smith, who I don't think would be commanding anywhere near 800, but he can get to wherever Lomax can get to.
Absolutely.
He's a gun.
Yeah, I totally agree. It just depends. What if the Dragons, and they're going okay this year, what if they have a stellar year? Absolute stellar year. Is it halfway through the year goes, oh, geez.
Have we seen that?
I think I want to stay.
Yeah.
I want to stay.
Eels, of course, in the mix. West Tigers, perhaps. Bulldogs, perhaps. Knights. Gagai's starting to get on now into his career. And Titans are after a halfback, so maybe he can go there. 1300 01 1170 is the way to have your say. Matty Johns joining us after this on the other side of the break.